Smack 'em a gob, everybody. It is time. Another rock and metal combat podcast. I am Dr. Fuckalicious, and with me is.
Oh yeah! The Ayatollah Alcohola, Ian Wadley. What's up, Ralph?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I am in a good place, man. Our last two episodes, we've done albums that I love, and and then we're doing this. But it's great. It's still like, even after our last episode, I'm still listening to that Deep Purple album, and I'm very happy.
All
I'm
right.
in a good place. Good new music. And then we're going to talk about this.
Bad old music.
And then, man, I went and looked, talking about last episode. You said you were so happy you saw this footage of, or no, you saw that Deep Purple was playing, oh, fuck, brain fart. Killer Last Song on,
Oh, the last song on the album.
yeah, Bleeding,
Yes.
Bleeding Obvious, yeah. So I was like, oh, let me check this out. There was some live footage. And there was this footage where the band's like nailing it, and there's no vocals from Gillan. And I'm like, oh shit, oh, this sucks. But apparently there was a show where like he was having problems, and they were wondering like if people cut it off because like, oh, it sounded so bad, they're just cutting it off. But the music was amazing. And then I kept searching, and I found a show from like a couple weeks later where they did this song live, and he sounded fucking amazing. So there's a couple different shows coming up, from this tour, and apparently one night, and I don't know, was it his vocals that night? Was it the sound guy? Who was it? But I did listen to a live version of Bleeding Obvious, and it was fucking amazing. He sounded really good.
I probably didn't see the one you saw, but I saw it like a couple weeks ago. Live,
Yeah.
like one camera of them
Yeah.
working it outdoors somewhere, and it sounded great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was really happy. But I mean that's what, like, I'm excited, like, where it's an episode we're talking about a new album, and here we're doing another episode a week later, still listening to that album in heavy rotation. And man, it even got me back. I was like, fuck, man, this album's so good. I need to go back and listen to some other Deep Purple. And I went back to, something that a lot of people consider a great album, Perfect Strangers. I was like, let me give it another listen to. Maybe I'm just being, a bitch. I still think that album sucks. Especially compared to Equals One. I'm like, Equal One's buries this shit. Because it starts off, I'm listening, Knocking at Your Back Door, a classic. Listen to that, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, this shit's awesome. And then it goes into Under the Gun, I'm like, this shit sucks. It's like, not a big fan of that. I love Knocking at Your Back Door and Perfect Strangers.
I
I
love
think they're all,
I love Nobody's Home. I love Gypsy's Kiss. I love Wasted Sunset. Knocking on Your Back Door and Perfect Strangers. I can do without the rest. There's like
yeah,
three filler tunes on there, but those songs I just named now, yeah, I'm not a fan of Another Gun either. I feel like
yeah.
filler.
And,
Mean Streak I didn't like, and I know there was
yeah.
last song.
In all honesty, I need to listen to the rest, but it was one of those like where Knocking at Your Back Door is the first song. I'm like, fuck yeah, this sounds good. And then fucking, God damn it, I'm drunk. The song, yeah, yeah, Under the Gun comes on, and then there's this part where they play like Pomp and Circumstance in the middle of the song. I'm like, this is gay, terrible, sucks. I'm gonna go back and listen to Equals One, which is amazing. God damn, I love that fucking album. And there's been some other new shit coming out from artists that I like. Some I really like, some I'm like, eh. It's been a good music week for me. There's a new song from Marilyn Manson. I was kind of surprised about it. I kind of thought like, okay, all the shit he's gone through, all these lawsuits and shit. He's gonna come back with like some really angry shit. It's gonna be like some Antichrist superstar shit. And it wasn't that. It was more like kind of a continuation of what was the fucking one after Antichrist? I don't know, but it's like Bowie-esque. It's different, but I really dug it. Like at first, I was like, I expected something heavier, but I'm like, God damn, it's a good song. Okay, this is pretty good. And like every time I listen to it, I like it more and more. And a band I know you love to hate, and a band that like by no means am I like, oh yeah, that's my jam, but I like a couple songs. Smashing Pumpkins. I know you say like 1979 is like the worst fucking thing you've ever heard in your life. I don't like that song either. But they've been putting out albums fairly on the regular, but it sounds like shit. I mean, they're terrible. They make no impact. Nobody cares. They put them out. It comes out, it's gone. But they just put out a new album. I was like, well, let me see. I'll give it a fucking chance, because I'm definitely a fair weather fan with Pumpkins. And I picked a random song because they haven't done like a video or anything yet. I picked a random song off the new album. I was like, that's pretty fucking good. Like, god damn, I didn't expect this shit. So I'm like in a good place for new music where normally I'm like, fuck this shit. Nothing new is good. There hasn't been a good album released since 1984. But this week I'm pretty fucking happy. How about you? Any new shit you heard that tickled your pickle?
Plenty, man. There's a band called Bullet I like a lot. I mean, no, I'm not going to talk about these chart bands that you're into, like Manson and Smashing Pumpkins. I'm into bands that nobody gives a fuck about except for me.
Like Kiss.
I love a lot of Kiss, man, but this one's not one of them.
All right.
But I love Kiss, man. I love a lot of Kiss.
What's the new band you heard you like?
Thriller.
That's the name of the band, Thriller?
Yeah, they're amazing.
Are they thrash or classic metal or
traditional metal? The name of the album is called Street Metal. I got the vinyl. Okay. I bought the vinyl of it. Which
nice.
I had to buy it from Europe. It was still.
Are they a European band?
I don't know.
No.
I'm not sure. They're fucking awesome though. And Deep Purple, another one. What else? Trying to think of something new that you would know. I've been listening to the Runaways a lot lately. I'm in a Runaways kick.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love the Runaways. And
who's your favorite Runaway?
Lita Ford.
Yeah?
I thought she was the hottest in the Runaways, and her first two albums are better than anything any other member did. The first two Lita Ford albums, especially the second one, they're badass. I mean, Dancing on the Edges, an awesome album, and under the what is it? Out for Blood.
Out for Blood, yeah.
Yeah, it had some filler on that one, but Black Widow's probably my favorite song of hers. The title track, Out for Blood, Lady Killer, Dress to Kill. I can go on.
I even like her when she was thick. I mean, she was a hot, thick chick, Well,
that was when she was in the Runaway. She was a little chubby.
Yeah, but like not a bad chubby.
I thought she looked better than everybody in that band, and they made that Sherry Curry girl like the focal point. They even put her on the front cover of the first album, not the band, just her. And I always felt like Lita Ford was hotter.
Yeah, Sherry Curry doesn't do anything for. I mean, physically, or I mean, she's a cool chick, but
she looks good now, better than back then.
Yeah,
I think she.
But I'd ram a chubby Lita Ford first, you know.
She does ice sculptures with a chainsaw.
Yeah, good luck with that.
And
Good luck supporting yourself with that shit.
oh, she's still playing. She's playing whacking, actually.
Yeah. Oh, well, good for her.
Yeah.
Let's see. Uh, yeah, Mark Daly. Mark Daly, big fan of the show. Turned 54 today. Today, as the day we're recording this. He's 54. You should have seen the fucking cake. Oh my God. It was hard to build a cake that you could put 54 fucking dildos on, you know, and light them on fire. You fucking fag.
Well,
Mark Daly.
they can put as many dildos as they can, and then any dildos that's left, they shove up his ass, and then he blows out the can.
I know. Well, that's the thing. Like, he had room for more in his ass than what they had on the cake.
He didn't.
But happy
think
birthday, Mark.
he didn't think he can fit any more dildos up his ass. But his buddy said, "Oh yeah, watch this," and he played him some Poison. With Poison playing in the background, and Cece doing that guitar solo, falling down the stairs. Those
Who, me? Not in the front. Jump in the back. Mark Daly, you fucking fig.
Happy birthday, homo.
Cocksucker.
The kick sicker, you.
Oh, and here's the funny thing. Uh-oh. Where'd Ralph go?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. So, Mark Daly, it's so funny, man. He keeps talking about like episodes we need to do. And he's like, oh, you guys need to do a Poison open up and say ah episode. I'm like, fuckface. It's one of the most popular episodes we did. You know, he's like one of these guys like, oh, Poison's my favorite band. And he only knows the Blue Saraceno era. You know, it's like he knows nothing about our fucking past. He's like, you need to do this episode. I'm like, we already done it. And they say, okay, you need to do Flesh and Blood. I'm like, we will do a Flesh and Blood. But what some of these cocksuckers don't know, there has never been a Poison review that we did where we weren't under the influence of acid. True story. You're retired now. We can talk about this.
That is true.
Every Poison episode, we've been on acid. So, in order for us to do another Poison episode, we need to score some LSD.
And that's your job. That's your job, Mark Daly.
Yeah. And we need some clean shit, you know. We don't need that strychnine shit where the back of your neck's fucking killing you. You know, you acid people, you know what I'm talking about. We need some clean shit, you know, and then we'll talk about this shitty fucking band. Yeah. Slow your fucking roll, Mark, unless you know a fucking chemist. But happy birthday, you fucking cocksucker. Let's see. What else is new? I don't know. Fuck it. You want to go in the news, or you got anything new? You got any shows you seen, Ralph? Anything coming up?
I got Deep Purple coming up next.
Oh,
yeah.
Where at? At
Hollywood Hard Rock.
Okay. All right. With who?
With Yes.
Ooh. Who's opening?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Yes doesn't have what's the singer's name again? John
Anderson.
Yeah, he's not in the band, so I guess that's why they're open.
Yeah, I mean the guy who sings for him now, he's a John Anderson sound-alike. I mean, I've heard him; he's not bad, but it's like, how the fuck is it Yes without John Anderson? Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not even a fan of Yes.
I like some. I like some. I'm not a huge fan, but I like some.
I love the song Changes.
Yeah, changes.
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
that's the
that's a good one.
song I like. Really.
Prove yourself.
I remember somebody made.
You always live your life, never thinking of the future. But no, I mean that's kind of. I mean, they're like a bunch of old fucks, so they'll probably each do like an hour and some change. But fuck, you get to see Purple, man. Uh, oh man, I'm jelly. I'm jelly.
I saw Deep Purple on their last tour with Blue Oyster Cult.
Ooh,
Same band.
those two together.
Yep.
Ooh,
And
how was that?
oh, it was great. You know what I was kind of bummed about because I love the Symbol Remains so much. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, they're gonna open. They're probably. I'll get lucky if they do a song or two. They did 5 songs from that album that night. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy.
Nice.
Yeah, they really crammed in a lot of new songs that night.
Yeah, when I saw Blue Oyster Cult the last time at that horrible fucking Indian casino, they did the one song I didn't care for that much that the new guitar player sings with, Tainted Blood.
I love that song.
Yeah, it was all right. It really it brought everything down like out of like all the senior citizens that were there. It was a horrible crowd. It brought it down. But god damn, I would love to hear these new Purple songs live. And like I said, the video I saw, the one where like there's no vocals from fucking Gillan, but they were playing Bleeding Obvious. The band was tight as fuck. And I'm kind of wondering, like, some of the drumming on this shit is so good. I'm like, it's almost too good. I'm like, Ian Pace is like in his fucking 70s. What can he?
Ian Pace is a sight to behold.
Oh, I know. I know. When I watched this, I was like, holy fuck.
Seeing him live is wow. Look at that old dude still.
Yeah.
He hasn't lost anything.
No. I mean, it's incredible. And dude, Simon McBride, I can't say enough good about this guy. Holy shit. Very good. But what do I got coming up? I am finally gonna go to the Gorge here in Washington. The Gorge, a legendary venue, considered like Red Rocks in fucking the shit state of Colorado. It's a very popular fucking venue. I'm gonna go there to go see King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard with my son. So actually, I thought our first show together was going to be Iron Maiden, but we're going to see that's in October. But we're going to go see King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard in September. So I'm excited about that. And they are a pretty amazing band. You never know what you're going to get. One night you're going to see a metal show. One night you're going to see a funk show. They are a band that put out like 4 to 5 albums a year, and they're all different styles. They're a band from Australia. Amazing. I love these guys. So it's cool because I have no idea. I even told my son, I'm like, hey, we might show up on metal night where it's full-blown fucking metal. Or it could be funk night, it could be this, but we're going to go and hang out. It's a place where you camp out too, so we're camping out. Which I don't know how excited I am about that because
I would fucking hate that.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that myself too. I'm like, I don't know about that. I like electricity and shit, but we'll see what the fucking happens. We'll be so drunk we won't even know what's going on. But then I'm fucking old too. I'm like, where the fuck am I gonna plug my CPAP mask into? And I know how much you appreciated once I got a CPAP mask. So I wasn't snoring as much. But fuck it, that's their problem. But yeah, there you go. Mark Daly, 54, takes a lot of dicks up the butt. I guess we might as well go into news. So let's see what's going on here. News. Blabbermouth. What is everybody talking about? Don't give a fuck about that. Don't give a fuck about that. Don't give a fuck about that. Let's see here. All right, well, fuck it. I'm looking through stories and I'm like, I don't care about any of this shit. So let's just make our own story. What do you think about this shit with the Aerosmith where they just said, fuck it, we're done?
Hey, man, I applaud them. Because number one, I was really pissed that I wasn't going to see the show because the cheapest tickets were like $800 in the nosebleeds.
Right.
And I'm not going to pay that much. And you know, you ain't got Joey Kramer there.
Thank you.
But dude, when I saw that set list, Season of Wither and No More, my two favorite Aerosmith songs were being played. I'm still not going, but it hurt.
Yeah.
And hey, man, instead of Steven Tyler being Paul Stanley and have Tate help him, you decide, you know what? I'm not going to go out there and sing the tapes. And I commend them for that. But
thank you.
I wasn't going to go see Aerosmith on the final tour, even though that would have hurt. So the fact that they canceled the tour and the show that was coming down here is not happening makes me happy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was like bittersweet for me, too, because I was like, fuck. Farewell tour, and they got Black Crowes opening up. The only time I ever saw Aerosmith was on the Pump tour, and Black Crowes opened up. I was like, wow, this is some full circle shit. But, like, no Joey Kramer, that's kind of a big deal for me.
Anybody in that band is a big deal for me.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like, if there's no Brad Whitford, I'm like, yeah, fuck. Because Brad Whitford is the heart of that band. Just like Izzy Stradlin is the heart of fucking Guns N' Roses. But Joe Perry and fucking Slash are like the figureheads. People need to see that top hat or they need to see weird-ass Joe Perry. And they think that that's like what makes the clock keep ticking. Hate to tell you, motherfuckers, without that, no. But yeah, no, I commend them on stopping, and that's great. That's like, you know, but apparently it's like the end for now. There is talks that Sammy Hagar is going to join Aerosmith, you know, and I'm sure they'll sell a lot of records to you golf playing fucking white fucking pieces of shit, you know. You'll never miss a beat. You'll be like, oh, it's better than ever.
You know, Sammy Hagar did say Aerosmith asked him to join, and he declined.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he's bigger than that.
Yeah.
He's bigger than that. He's in the circle. So he doesn't need that Aerosmith money.
You know, the last time I saw Aerosmith, Sammy opened. And I was
okay. Now I know you're full of shit because Sammy never opened for anybody.
Well, he did that night, and
oh, he did.
Yeah, and I saw it, and you're probably asking yourself, why would you go in early to see Sammy Hagar? Because I would not do that. But at the time, I was dating the Guns N' Roses girl.
Oh, that whore.
She loved Sammy Hagar.
Oh. Hate her even more.
So I had to go watch him, and it was fucking. I'm telling you, man, it's not that I'm a hater and I can't accept him. Dude, the guy is terrible. I don't see the appeal. I think his voice sucks. You know, I've heard you say on the last episode, and a lot of people, oh, he sounds like shit now. Dude, I think he sounds better now than before. I like that his voice is going away because when his voice was top form, I hated that. I like him more now that he's choking.
I like it when he go away altogether.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck that shit. Sammy Hagar. That shit's terrible. The fuck were we talking about before that?
This Aerosmith.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So they're dead. They're dead. They're done. Good form. Good form. Stop. Don't go out there. Don't fucking lip sync. Don't fucking Motley Crue this fucking shit. You know. Steven Tyler is somebody who has an amazing voice. So if he can't do it, don't do it. You know.
Dude, when I saw him that last time, His voice was so spot on.
Yeah, no, and that's awesome, dude. Like,
That was like maybe 12 years ago. That's the last time I saw him.
yeah, and the last time I saw him was fucking 92 or maybe 91. No, fuck, 90. 90. Fuck. 34 years ago is when I saw him, and he sounded great. But yeah, I mean, fuck it. Don't go out there like these, like Kiss, like fucking Motley Crue. Don't go out there to fucking tapes and all this fucking bullshit. Just call it a fucking day. You made your money.
Well, Aerosmith, if Aerosmith would have used tapes, they still would have sold out everywhere because we live in a day and age where people accept it.
Oh yeah, but I mean, look at even what Aerosmith was charging for those tickets. It was insane. It was retarded. My wife fucking told me. She goes, "Oh, look, Aerosmith's coming with," and she wasn't even thinking about Aerosmith. She goes, "Black Crowes are coming," because she knows what a Black Crowes fan I am. She's like, "They're gonna be open up for Aerosmith." I'm like, "I ain't paying that shit. Fuck that shit. I ain't going to an Aerosmith show now where I gotta sit through that fucking set list. If I gotta sit through an Aerosmith show where they play that Armageddon song, nah, done. Not my fucking Aerosmith. You fucking pronoun motherfuckers that want to hear fucking don't want to miss a thing. Have at it. My era's done. Actually, it was done before I saw him. Because I give a fuck about that pump shit and the other shit they played. My Aerosmith died after Rocks, or Night in the Ruts. I'll give you a little bit of Night in the Ruts, but fuck that shit. Fuck it right in the ass. Yeah, so, yeah, well, there you go. Enjoy. Let's see what else is going on here.
Vivian Campbell threatened the world. Did you see that?
No, I did not see that. Tell me about it.
Vivian Campbell came out and said that Def Leppard's going to release another new album.
Oh, that's terrible.
He just don't give a fuck, does he?
Oh man, that motherfucker need all the money he can get to pay for that cancer fucking treatment. Cause he's sick. And what's even worse than his cancer is his guitar playing in Aerosmith or fucking Def Leppard. Holy shit. That song, did you ever hear that one? Did you ever get around to hearing that like 1973 song?
No.
Fucking terrible.
I know. Def Leppard now is like, come on. I've given up. I gave up, like my channel. People me to do shit. I pretty much listened to every single Def Leppard album. After Hysteria, I've heard them all.
You know what? I have to give it a chance, but I remember not hating Slang.
Oh, I hated it. I thought it was terrible. Yeah. Fucking horrible. Every album after Pyromania is horrible. Every one of them.
All right. Well, I'm going to go piss real quick. You tell all our good listeners, warn them why they should not listen to modern Def Leppard. I'll be right back.
I mean, I can't tell you exactly the albums or the songs on the albums, but I'll tell you right now, by memory, somebody donated for me to do Slang against some album. I think the worst one of them all, though, if my memory serves me correct, is an album they did called X. Because that one had like songs that sound like boy bands. Then I heard Sparkle Lounge. That was retarded. The last album, Diamond Halos. That was horrible. Adrenalize. That sucked. There was a self-titled Def Leppard album. And then there was the Covers album. And I think that may be it. I know, I heard them all. And my God, man, to me, it's all about the first three albums. How coincidental? That's the three albums that Pete Willis was a part of. Pete Willis wrote a lot of Pyromania and played rhythm on it, you know? Phil Collins, I mean, there's some Pyromania footage on YouTube, Pro Shot, where he does a guitar solo. It sounded like CC DeVille, man, but worse. I'll say it right now, man. Phil Collins from Def Leppard is worse than CC DeVille.
Oh.
He is.
Okay, well, at least you're not lying. All right. Let's see what else is going. Oh my God. Megadeth just kicked off their new tour. Give me another reason why not to go see Megadeth. Holy shit. Hold on. Let me click on this shit. Here's the set list. 14 fucking songs. They open up with The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, Hangar 18, Death and the Fugitive Mind, Sweating Bullets, Angry Again, She-Wolf, Skin in My Teeth, Dystopia, Truth, A Turd Lamont on My Fucking Face, Tornado of Souls, We'll Be Back, Symphony of Destruction, and Peace Sells.
No Wake Up Dead, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, God damn. Could you imagine paying to see Megadeth and that's your set list? That's what you're given.
Yeah. I saw Megadeth not too long ago with the Misfits.
Yeah. You said they were all right, though?
No. Well, no, they didn't suck, but yeah, they were. The set list was stale. Misfits were.
But yeah, this is the set list they've been doing for years now. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't even care for Megadeth that much. I only listen to Peace Sells, man. And sometimes Killing, I put that on from time. Oh, you know what's terrible? Speaking
What's
of
that?
It's man, I put it in the garage. I wish I can hold it up now. The Kings of Thrash. I
haven't checked it out.
I bought the DVD.
Yeah.
You know, they played the Whiskey, I think. It's horrible. The drummer sucks. The guy singing sucks. It sounds like a shitty cover band. And the only good parts about it, and it doesn't happen the whole show, here and there, Chris Poland walks out. And he's blistering as he ever is on these songs. But yeah, Jeff Young gets all the attention, which is weird to me.
Well, I think that's a partnership thing. It's like Jeff Young, what has he ever done other than that one Megadeth? He didn't come from a thrash background. I think in interviews he even said he doesn't like thrash. You know, yet they're the king of thrash. That's like CNC Music Factory saying we're the kings of funk. You know, it's fucking terrible.
Or going to see Poison, and CC says, I don't fall downstairs when I do a solo.
Yeah, like Poison coming out. We're the kings of metal. Like, get the fuck out of here. Fucking Megadeth. Megadeth sucks, dude. I mean, here's the fucked up thing. Dave Mustaine, probably the greatest guitar player in thrash, like riff-wise and all this shit, in one of the shittiest bands. You know, there's like fucking 7 bands, thrash bands, I'd take over fucking Megadeth. Because what does Megadeth have? Like 4 albums. Everything after that's fucking garbage. It's fucking lightweight, fucking trend-following fucking trash. You know? I would say worse than Metallica. Because as horrible as Load and Reload and St. Anger is all that shit, fucking Risk, fucking World Needs a Hero, all this other shit's worse than that. And the fact that he keeps playing that Turd Lamont song. Get the fuck out of here. And he's Christian, so suck a dick straight up. Fuck face. Fuck Megadeth. What else we got going on here? Let's see here. Puddle the Mudsinger got arrested again. Put him to death.
He got arrested before?
Oh, this guy's been arrested all day. He's like a fucking junkie, man.
Oh, he got arrested for drugs?
Let's see what he did this time. I'll click on the fucking story. This dumb fuck. I got pulled over by the cops and had like a warrant out for his arrest for being in a shitty fucking band. Puddle of Mud. Who the fuck listens to? You know who listens to Puddle of Mud? Fucking Mark Daly. Mark Daly has like Puddle of Mud's greatest hits. Nobody else that listens to this show gives a shit. Wolfgang Van Halen on David Lee Roth. I thought we were on good terms until recently. Fuck Wolfgang.
Fuck David Lee Roth.
Well, I mean, yeah, fuck his shitty dance videos, but I don't know.
And the things he called out Wolfie on was very uncalled for.
Well, it depends. Like, if what he legitimately called him out for was right, then fuck Wolfgang. But if Dave is making it up, but I don't know Dave to be a guy that makes shit up. I'm not saying Dave's not an asshole and Dave's not a prick.
I don't like that Dave said, "Oh, Mammoth is not selling well, and the record company's doing this." It's like you shouldn't air shit like that. Let the poor kid have a career, man. You know?
Yeah, but well, I don't know. Maybe you saw a different interview I saw. I didn't see that one where he made fun of his record sales.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a tough call because to my ears, I don't know. I never saw this kid live. There's people who saw him live and they like it. Everything I've heard from Wolfgang, I'm like, yeah, no, I'll pass. You know, you're living off your dad's name. You know, but if he pulled this shit on tour that Dave's accusing him of, I'm like, yeah, fuck this Nepo baby.
But if he didn't, then fuck Dave.
Yeah, no, I agree. At the same turn, like I click on every time Dave puts out a new video. I'm like, I'll watch it, and it's fucking.
And excuse me, David Lee Roth, the guy that said he wrote Eruption and a bunch of Eddie Van Halen guitar solos. Yeah, you believe that too?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, there you go.
But he dances like a fucking moron anymore. I can't stand these fucking dance videos.
Yes.
Every time I click on something, I think it's like a fucking new song. I'm like, I'll give it a chance. And it's just him dancing like a fucking senior citizen with Tourette's. I'm like, oh, fuck. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? But, you know, Wolfgang does nothing for me either. You know, the best thing he ever did was refer to Sammy Hagar as the other singer. I like that. But, you know, I think that's being mean to Gary Sharon. Zach Wild says Dimebag's writing puts him in the same league as Eddie Van Halen, Jimi Hendrix, and Randy Rhoads, and I could not fucking agree more.
He is correct.
To me, there has been no guitar hero since Dimebag. None. None of you motherfuckers out there have elevated the game the way Dimebag did. And I find it weird that there are music fans out there that are Pantera haters. I don't get it. You're all some pussy fucking must have used the wrong pronouns for you motherfuckers. Who has elevated guitar playing since Dimebag? Nobody.
I know
nobody.
I know some people that hate Pantera for the dumbest reason ever. They hate Pantera because they spawned so many shitty bands. Then why not?
Yeah.
Why not hate Van Halen with Roth? Look what they spawned.
Oh yeah, no, it's, yeah. I've heard a lot of that shit. Like, I've heard people blame Pantera for like Five Finger Death Punch. Like, how? Why? I'm a huge Faith No More fan. A lot of people have blamed Faith No More for all these. I mean, I know you don't like them, but all these other shitty bands. Like, how? How? You know, and like here's bands people still talk about. You know, their records still sell, and you're blaming them for this. It's like whatever. Dimebag was a fucking genius. You know, and as much as I love Phil, love Phil. I love Vinny. You know, I like Rex. He was a dick when I met him. I like him though. Uh, Without Dimebag, there's get the fuck out of here. That guitar playing. Where is a new band that has guitar licks like fucking Dimebag? Nobody. Nobody. Yeah, he's definitely in there. In fact, I would take Dimebag over Randy Rhoads. Sorry. That's a personal taste though. Because you can take that you can take that Jerskovsky and shove it up your ass. I'm not big on classical shit. Fuck Blackmore, fuck all that shit. You know, I'll take Dimebag over Randy Rhoads any day. Any day.
I'd take Randy Rhoads over Dimebag.
Plus, Randy Rhoads hated Black Sabbath. Hated Black Sabbath. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. You don't like Black Sabbath? Fuck you.
Hey, Dime hated 70s REO, so fuck him.
I love Dimebag.
Whatever, dude. Love what you love, bro.
There you go.
Nobody.
Anthrax Joey Belladonna performs for the first time with Dio's Disciples. What do you think of all these Dio tribute bands?
I don't know, but I saw not only Belladonna, but that other guy, Mark Bowles, butchered Dio. It was not good.
Oh, Belladonna butchered it?
I thought so. I didn't like it at all.
What'd he do?
He just sang. It didn't sound like Dio.
No, I mean, what songs did you hear?
I believe he did Holy Diver. God, I think Man of Silver Mountain. I can't remember. And then Mark Bowles comes out and he butchers these songs too. And I saw Mark Bowles live with Dio Disciples, and he was good that night. But I saw Dio Disciples where it had Ripper, Mark Bowles, and I think Doogie. I could be wrong. I think Doogie White was there.
Mark Bowles, correct me if I'm wrong, he sang on the best Yngwie album, Trilogy, right?
Well, he sang on the Trilogy album. He didn't sing on the best Yngwie album, but he sang.
No, he did. He did.
No, because Trilogy is not his best album.
What?
You heard me right.
What's the best Yngwie album?
Marching Out.
No.
Yep.
No.
Actually, you're wrong, Ian. I'm right.
No, don't agree.
I even would put the first one above Trilogy, and I don't hate Trilogy, by the way. I don't hate it, but it became a little light in the loafers with the keyboards.
You know what? You might not remember, but I'll never forget. Just saying.
That's a good song.
It's a great song.
I'll tell you something real quick about it. I can't remember his last name, but man, I used to go. I saw this guy named Wally, who was like Billy Sheen on the bass.
I love that guy.
Yeah, well, he died. But he didn't play on the Yngwie albums or nothing, but he's in that video. You don't remember, I'll never forget. That's him on the bass. So he joined Yngwie for a little bit. And I saw him. Live. I saw the Trilogy tour, which was weird because I saw the Marching Out tour open for AC/DC where the singer was Mark Bowles. Then I saw the Trilogy tour open for Iron Maiden where the singer was Jeff Scott Soto.
He got Scott Soto back after Mark Bowles, huh?
For the Trilogy album, which Mark Bowles sang.
Right.
Yep.
Who cares? Fuck him.
I told Jeff Scott Soto about that story. He remembered his 40.
Huh? Well, here's a band you're way more familiar with than I am. And I don't know if you saw this or not, but Flotsam and Jetsam released a new single called "A New Kind of Hero" from their upcoming album "I Am the Weapon." Have you heard it yet?
Yes,
What you think?
I loved it.
Oh yeah.
I have heard the whole album. And for those that are interested, next Thursday on Almost Human Live, we're going to have original member Michael Gilbert join us. Talk
Ah.
about the new album. I don't know if I'm going to bring this up, man, but I hated that second song on that album. I was like, oh, the rest of it's great. Song two was.
Yeah.
But
I didn't check them out. I'm honestly, I've never got into Flotsam and Jetsam that much. I just don't know enough, so I can't form an opinion and say like, oh, they suck or oh, they're awesome. I've heard a couple songs here and there, and nothing's like grabbed me like, oh, that's even like I've heard a couple songs from not No Place for Disgrace. That was after Newstead left. What was the one with Newstead?
Doomsday for the Deceiver.
Doomsday for the Deceiver. Yeah. So I can't say like, oh, I like that or I hate it. I can't give an informed opinion. But I do know that they've changed like music styles a bunch of times. Like I remember some kids I went to high school with, they went some on the Quattro tour just because, Newstead was in the band and Newstead's in Metallica. So they went and saw the Quattro tour, but from what I've heard, like Quattro is nothing like Doomsday for the Receiver or No Place for Disgrace.
Quattro, I thought was the weakest one of the early shit. It has its moments, but
Yeah.
I thought, and you want to talk about a drastic change, an album they released that has no thrash on it, that may be my favorite. Flotsam, an album called Drift. I think that
Okay.
album is a fucking masterpiece. It's heavy, got some heavy stuff.
But it's not thrash.
It's not thrash, but it's got some heavy stuff, and then it's got some great like. I wouldn't go as far to say ballad, but kind of moody tracks. And I think Eric A.K. is one of the greatest thrash singers ever. The guy is fucking phenomenal. And watching him live, when you watch Eric A.K. live, that's when you realize what a powerhouse that guy is. Because what he does on the record is very powerful. But when he takes it on stage, it's as powerful as it is on the record. He's a very impressive singer, I think. I love him.
All right. Well, I mean, I'll check it out. Like I said, I have no preconceived notion of him. I just remember this like horrible thing with Eric A.K. when he was on American Idol of all shows, because this kid who he didn't even know he had was on American Idol, and they bring him on there, and I mean it was very like Kardashian, like fucking soap opera TV kind of shit.
That really happened.
Yeah, no, I'm not even making that up. Yeah, he had a kid like I can't remember he knew he had the kid or the kid was put up for adoption or whatever. But the kid was on made it to American Idol, like on the finals or whatever. And then they drag him on there. And I remember they brought up Eric A.K. And, for any people who know Eric A.K., he looks like he's got AIDS. He looks like, if you fart, this motherfucker is going to die. He's very thin, very feeble looking. And he's like, oh, I'm so proud. And, blah, 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 but of course they don't play a snippet of fucking Flotsam and Jetsam. They just mentioned that his dad was in a band that Jason Newsted was in, who went to Metallica, blah, 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 So, anyway.
There was a Flotsam show I went to.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting story. And the opening band, I didn't know they were opening a band called Damn the Machine, which is a band that had Chris Poland.
Oh, okay.
This was at Washington Square, literally like 3 blocks from my house. So I went home and I grabbed my Megadeth shit, and I did own the Damn the Machine CD. Got it all.
Yeah.
That was the Quattro tour, actually, at Flotsam. Anyway, So Chris was cool and everything. And then afterwards, I picked up a chick at the show.
Yeah.
Kind of slutty. I mean, she
Yeah. Tell me more.
kind of came on to me.
Yeah.
And I took her home. I live 3 blocks away.
Mm-hmm.
Took her to Dunkin' Donuts in the morning. And while we're having donuts and coffee, she told me, well, you know, last night I gave Eric AK head.
Oh.
And that should turn me on.
And you had like kissed her all night long.
Man, let me tell you something. Eric's cock tastes like peppermint.
You sick fuck.
So I fucked her. Hey, I didn't know she gave Eric AK head before I fucked her. If I knew she gave Eric AK head, I would have took her to my house quicker.
All right.
By the way, that's the old me. I'm not that way anymore.
Next story. Accepts Wolf Hoffman says Udo Dirkschneider and Peter Ballast, or how the fuck you pronounce his name, are welcome to take part in the 50th anniversary tour of Accept. You think there's any possibility that might happen, or get the fuck out of here?
I think so. And I think that would be awesome to do like a tour where, you know, one set's with Udo, the other set's with Mark. Where I would say,
I think that's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I think that's amazing. But I think the likelihood of it
I don't know,
isn't very
man.
good.
Never know, man. You never know. There's been more bad blood on bands that did get back together.
Well, I just think that with that band, I think it's all about money. I think it's all about money. Well, and I don't know if Udo would get the money he wanted. Maybe Peter might, but I don't think Udo would get the money. And I don't think Udo would do the sharing. Like, we'll do this set, we'll do that set. I think Udo, you know, the ego would set in and be like, it's me or nothing. And to an extent, rightfully so. I mean, hey, I love Mark Tornillo. Don't get me wrong. But
Udo is Accept. Let's not bullshit each other here.
Yeah.
That guy is Accept.
Mark, well, I think it's a little bit. I think Udo is Accept, but so is Wolf Hoffman. Without Wolf Hoffman's riffs, all you got is Udo, and 90% of those Udo albums suck. You know, so
I disagree there.
Okay.
Agree 100%. Those are good albums.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Anything worth this shit? New Jerry Cantrell album. Haven't checked it out yet, but I love Jerry Cantrell.
Oh, I heard a song. It was really good.
Oh, Vilified? Was that the one you checked out?
I think so. He did a video. It was really good.
Yeah. No, I hadn't checked. It's good though.
I liked it.
Oh, love me some fucking Jerry Cantrell.
Very good.
Good to hear. Let's see what else. Oh man, I'm so fucking pissed. I'm not gonna see it. King Diamond is going back out on tour with Overkill opening up and another band. It's coming here though in the Seattle area on a Tuesday.
The other band is Night Demon.
Oh yeah, fucking Night Demon. I forgot about that, featuring the amazing drums of
Brutal Brian.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Are they doing a Florida show that you get to see, or do you got to travel?
Yeah, I'm not going. It's St. Petersburg. That shit's like 8 hours.
Yeah, that is a drive for you.
Yeah.
God.
all my friends down here are going. I can hitch a ride, but you know what? It's like, no, I'm sorry.
Really though, to see King Diamond, I thought you would do that.
I've seen King Diamond a million times, man. Come down
Yeah.
here, I'll go. But
I'll tell you what though. I saw King Diamond on the last tour he did before this. And man, you want to talk about motherfucker who kicked himself in the ass for not going to seeing every King Diamond tour he could.
I saw King Diamond after you saw them.
Oh, I know. But I saw when he did like the Abigail tour and shit. Not like when the album came out, but when he did like the anniversary tour. It was so fucking good. So fucking good. And I think back to all like the other chances I could have seen to see him. I'm like, fuck, you fucked up. Because that show, oh my God, was it good. Yeah, you got to see him. What was it, Uncle Acid and Deadbeats when you saw him and shit?
Yeah, they opened.
Oh, you lucky motherfucker. Holy shit, though. King Diamond blew my fucking mind. I mean, how good that shit was. It was so good. The stage show, the fucking vocals, everything. I was like, fuck, I fucked up for a lot of years. That motherfucker puts on the show. And it's one of those things I'm like, oh. But man, again, you know, like, for a motherfucker born and raised in the Chicago area where every band comes and you can see whatever tour you want to see. Then I moved to Florida where, like, you're lucky if they come there. But I was in my 20s, so I'm like, fuck it, it's on a Wednesday, I'm going. You know, to moving to New Orleans where it's like, most bands don't play here, blah, blah, blah. I go to Seattle, everybody plays Seattle, but it's on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Like the worst fucking days ever for a person who works a fucking job. You know? For like a real, you know, somebody who adds something to society. Horrible days for a fucking job. Or for a show, but it is what it is. You know, like even I'm so happy about this show I'm going to see at the Gorge, which it's like a 3-hour fucking drive from where I live, but at least it's on a Saturday. But I don't know, there's something about the King Diamond and fucking Overkill. Might have to call in sick. That's some fucking awesome shit. And Night Demon. Night Demon is fucking amazing, man. That's one of those newer bands you turned me on to, Ralph. I'm like, fuck, these guys got it right. This ain't no fucking Ace Frehley solo album bullshit. Night Demon kicks ass, and now they got fucking Brian Wilson playing drums. Get the fuck out of here. I might have to do something for this. I mean, God damn it, Brian Wilson's opening. Brian Wilson ain't flying you out on a private jet to go see this show in St. Petersburg?
I didn't even ask him.
I bet you he would. Tell him you're on a podcast with me. He'll look you up.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, there you go. See how far that gets you. All right, what else we got going on here? Anything else? But I am very excited to hear new King Diamond music too. You know.
Yeah.
What sucks? I want some goddamn Merciful Fate shit,
but
which is
it's like stop touring and make the fucking records.
Right, and my thing with Merciful Fate is, it's like, God damn it, how can you not have the classic twin guitar attack, you know, and make a new fucking, you're all alive, fucking do it. Put the bullshit aside and do it. But at the same time, the last Merciful Fate album, which came out a long time ago, was 9. I fucking love 9. I think 9 kicks ass.
Great album.
Love that fucking album. So whatever they do, But I want Michael Denner and Hank Sherman.
Me too.
But whatever you get, let's see what else we got here. Think I'm seeing anything worth a shit. All right. Yeah, we went in the last episode on this shit. Let's talk about the piece of shit album that I threw some titles at you. I was like, hey, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this, and you're like, let's do Sonic Boom. It's been a long time since we've done a Kiss album. So this is your fault. Were you excited about this album when it came out? Were you indifferent? Did you not give a fuck? Were you optimistic? Were you pessimistic?
No,
Where were you at before Sonic Boom came out?
I gave a fuck because I was at band practice, and after midnight, I went to Walmart, and it was there. So I bought it the day it was. I mean, it went on sale at 12 at night, but I went, I don't know, 2, 3 in the morning. Picked up a copy, put the CD in my car, listened to it on the way home, going, man, this sucks. It's what really bothers me about this album is that you have that fake reunion album, Psycho Circus, right?
Right.
But that doesn't sound like a Kiss album that features original members. Doesn't sound like the original Kiss at all. Where this crap album, it sounds like 70s Kiss songs, but 70s Kiss songs that are too shitty to make it on their albums like that. You have Tommy Thayer mimicking Ace Frehley's guitar solo, and they're just doing everything like simplistic, like they did, rock and roll. Even the fucking album cover looks like Rock and Roll Over.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No.
It's the same art.
It looks. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, does he have the dementia? This is the worst Kiss album cover ever. This shit's worse than The Elder. Horrible album cover.
Shitty. Well, I don't mean to say it's as good as Rock and Roll Over. I'm just saying it's got the Rock and Roll Over vibe, but it's terrible. Yes, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, I'll say at this time, I was interested. Like, let's see what they can do. My Kiss, go ahead.
Go ahead.
As I'll refer to this multiple times in the episode, my fandom for Kiss is long since ended, because that's what it is. It's like you motherfuckers with Trump, like you're MAGA. Okay, with Kiss it's like FAGA. Like, no matter what they do, I fucking love this shit. It's so fucking amazing. And after Psycho Circus, I was like, no, this shit sucks. It's not good. It's not good fucking music. You're relying on nostalgia. There's nothing good about this. It's fucking garbage. But I was optimistic because, okay, it's a new start with two musicians who are better than the musicians they're replacing. I thought it was horrible, though. Like, they should not wear Ace and Peter's makeup. They should have new makeup the same way Eric Carr had new makeup, Vinnie Vincent had new makeup. Do new makeup. I would have handled this shit much better if they would have done that. But with this shit, I'm like, oh, this is just like, you're just trying to suck money out of people who are too stupid to even know that there's two different people playing and all this shit. But, god damn it, I've been, Kiss is what got me into hard rock and heavy metal, and I'm going to give it a chance. But I should have known it was bad when this was like a Walmart. Oh, look at the little doggy. Look at that cute motherfucker.
His name is Kiddo. Kiddo.
Kiddo. He's a cutie. Yes, he is. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, kiddo. Uh, but you know, when you go for a Walmart release, that's what you're saying is like my audience is white trash. Um, and that's like our best release. I think you know the Eagles did it. I think ZZ Top did one too, where it was like a Walmart only release. And I get that because there's Walmarts all over the fucking place, much more than there are like honest to God record stores that sell music by real artists. Um, but it's like fuck. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was a first day buyer, just like Ralph. I went out and bought this shit. I was like, okay. And mine came with, I know it came with Kiss Classics. I know I was doing research and there's like a 3 disc version that came with like a 5 song from them playing in fucking Central Who Gives a Fuck you know, country. Uh Ralph, did yours come was it a 2 disc or a 3 disc?
3 disc.
3 disc?
It was
Okay, maybe
the redo the covers album of the old songs.
right.
The DVD, yeah. I don't remember watching the DVD. I might have.
Yeah, see, I'm the same way. Maybe I got it. I just didn't watch it because I knew better. You know, I'm like, ah, fuck this shit. But fuck it. At this time, I wasn't willing to give up. This is the last Kiss album I ever bought. I did not buy Monster. This is the last thing I bought from the band that got me into everything that I love. Uh, you know, without Kiss, I mean, who knows? You know, they were my gateway drug, and I love them. But this was the last time I gave a fuck, and by this point, like, I really didn't give a fuck. But I was like, hey, it can't be any worse than fucking Paul Stanley and Peter Criss. You know, I know, you know, Eric Singer's a much better drummer than Peter Criss. Tommy Thayer, I hate to admit it, much better guitar player than Ace Frehley.
No,
Tommy Thayer plays Ace Frehley 1,000 times better than whatever the fuck Ace Frehley does now.
yeah. Well,
Like if you were to go to see like a fake Kiss show and you wanted to hear Ace Frehley licks, Tommy Thayer will give it to you. Ace Frehley won't.
Ace Frehley used to, and when he used to, he was miles better than Tommy Thayer. Tommy Thayer is a copy. What the fuck? He's doing Ace Frehley. You're gonna say he's better than Ace Frehley? There wouldn't be no Tommy Thayer without Ace Frehley.
No. I get that, but what I'm saying though is he can play those songs.
And what I'm saying is that Ace Frehley wrote those songs. Where Tommy Thayer cannot write a solo as good as Ace Frehley.
Oh, I know. I've heard Black and Blue, which you defend. They suck.
Hey, I love Black and Blue, but no, those guitar solos were nothing like it. Hey, no, dude, just about everybody can't be write solos like Ace Frehley. Ace Frehley's a fucking genius with the solos he wrote back in the Kiss in the 70s. He's fucking amazing.
I remember going when I was playing guitar. I remember going to my guitar teacher, and I was in full blown Kiss mode. And I'm coming up. I was like, "Hey, teach me how to play this. Teach me how." He's like, "Really, Ace Frehley? You want me to teach you fucking Ace Frehley guitar licks?"
What an idiot!
I was like,
you had a horrible teacher.
and I was like, "Yeah." No, I had two teachers, and they both said the same thing. Like, really? That's what you want to fucking learn?
You had two horrible teachers.
This shit? They're like, this shit's retarded. And I was like, oh, yeah. I'm like, I don't care. I love Kiss. I love Kiss. I love Kiss. I will give, you know, Ace does have a sound. But it is. Like, Ace playing guitar is like masturbation. Anybody can do it.
No.
And it inspires you.
You're 100%. Why haven't everybody wrote solos like Ace?
Who does worse solos than Ace?
Tommy Thayer.
Anyway,
No.
like if you were to go to a fucking show and you wanted to hear Kiss songs, who do you think would do a better job right now today playing that shit? Tommy Thayer or Ace Frehley?
I'd rather hear Bruce Kulick or Vinnie Vincent do their own thing.
What I'm saying though, who could play it more faithfully? The music you grown up. I don't care who wrote what.
Not faithfully, but let's say better would be Tommy Thayer, but he has no feeling. He has not.
No, I get that. He's
dude. Ace Frehley's a fucking mess now. I am agreeing with you as far as today, now, but I'm talking about the past tense. Ace Frehley devours every fucking Kiss guitarist. No Kiss guitarist came close to Ace because no Kiss guitarist can write a solo like Ace. None of them can Shock Me or fucking Strange Ways or Making Love. All those solos, none of them came close to Ace. 100,000 Years, shit. There's a solo on this album that Tommy Thayer totally rips off 100,000 Years.
Have you ever heard Mark St. John? Okay, that was a joke. Yeah. But yeah, so it was indifference, but it was me not willing to give up on this band yet. That meant so much to me. But there was a single released ahead of the album, and I was like, "Ooh, shit! Maybe there might be something here. There might be something left in the tank," because I was very, very disappointed by Psycho Circus. I liked fucking what's that, Carnival of Souls way better than Psycho Circus. But let's get into the first track. I'll take it. The first taste of this, which is Modern Day Delilah. Goddamn, years later, I still love this fucking song. I love Modern Day Delilah. I think this one is a classic. It would fit in perfect with any of the the 80s Kiss songs. Even in the 70s. I mean, this is Paul Stanley on point. I think it's really fucking good. The guitar solo does not sound like Ace Frehley, but it's a competent guitar solo. It's not bad. It serves a purpose. I really dig this song, and I listened to this album getting ready for the review 2.5 times. 2.5. When I did my notes, I was like, okay, no more. But I dig Modern Day Delilah, and I think if the rest of the album was as strong, we could have a good case for fuck Ace Frehley and Peter Criss. I think it's a great track. What do you think, Ralph?
Well, I was telling you before the show how, every week I do Kiss Wednesday on my channel. And yeah, every week I get a donation. I'm telling you, dude, not a week goes by where somebody doesn't donate for me to do a Kiss album versus some other album. It doesn't fail. But I have never gotten a request for Sonic Boom. Nobody has ever. So I haven't heard Sonic Boom in ages because, Hot in the Shade, Crazy Nights, all these albums people do ask for. Even, that shitty Paul Stanley solo album and shit. I do those, so I'm aware of them. Sonic Boom, listening to it today, I haven't heard this shit in like maybe 20 years. How old is this album? Is it 20 years?
Came out in 2008 or 2000. No, I'm sorry, 2009.
All right, so it's 15 years old.
Yeah.
So I haven't heard it in like 15, because I never listened to this shit again. I did my review for the channel and that was it. Nobody's ever asked me. So I put it on today and I haven't heard it in so long. This opening track, and I don't remember I didn't go back and look at my review. I don't know. Maybe I said something nice about it. I think this is the best song on the album. It's actually a really good song. I
Oh hell yeah!
I dig this song. Modern Day Delilah is a good song, and I will tell you this: it's not the only good song on this album. There's a couple more I like, but that was really good. I enjoy it, and I think it's the best song on the album. All right, the next song is Russian Roulette. This song would fit fine on Crazy Nights or Hot in the Shade because those albums suck. Um, yeah, it's was Gene Simmons making a movie at this time for him to write a song this shitty?
No, they gave up on his movie career by that point.
Well, I don't know what his excuse is, but this is a piss song. Horrible, terrible. Don't like it.
All right, well this is where we disagree, and I even put in this. Why am I the only person who loves this song? And it only took Gene Simmons 40 years to get this song right. Because Ralph, you know, because you spent your pension on that fucking horrible Gene Simmons box set. He is. There's been a song called Russian Roulette since what, like the late 70s. I mean, he's been. There's so many versions of this, and it finally made it onto an album. And maybe Ralph's right, because why did it take that long for this shit to get on an album? I think this song is fucking amazing. I think it's the second best song on the album, and I love it. I love that. I fucking love that shit. I don't know. It's got it to me. It's got that Gene strut and that Gene feeling to it. I fucking dig this song, but I've never met anybody else on the interweb. And I go on a lot of shit like Nambla and all kinds of different sites where you think you'd find somebody who likes a song. No, only me.
Yeah, no, nobody. You're not gonna find anybody like this song because the song sucks. It's only for you.
Yeah, no, nobody likes this shit. But I love Russian Roulette. I think it's really good. Now, I have the box set. Of course, I was very much smarter than Ralph, and I didn't pay for it. I downloaded it. I haven't. I think on the box set there's like 5 or 6 versions of Russian Roulette. So I have no idea like what it came from, what it was, and all this shit. But the version on here, to me, it's Gene all the way. I dig it. But we'll go into the next song. Never Enough. Holy shit. What can I say about this song except not a dime I can't pay my rent. I can barely make it through the week. Saturday night, I'd like to meet my girl, but right now I can't make ends meet. I'm always working, playing every day. Gotta get a break from same old, same old. It's fucking Poison, you motherfuckers. It's this song. You think fucking Read My Body is fucking, pour some sugar on me. This is fucking Poison through and through. Until you get to the chorus, that's where I give Paul a little bit of break. At least you came up with a new chorus, but the new chorus is even worse than the other fucking Poison song. And it's worse than everything else, but this is him trying to do nothing but a good time. It is so fucking bad. So fucking bad. And Paul Stanley perplexes me. He's my favorite writer by far, by a landslide in Kiss. He is the best songwriter, in my opinion. He's also written the worst songs ever in fucking Kiss. So what Paul Stanley are you going to get? To me, this is the worst, because this is Paul Stanley where he's like, what's popular? How can I be lazy and just write something and maybe they won't catch that I'm ripping something off, or I'm putting is little effort into this. And I expect this shit out of Gene because this has been Gene since the 80s. He's like, okay, I'm going to mail this shit in right away. Who gives a fuck if you like it or not? I want to get paid. Where's the fucking check? Give me the money. Where Paul's always seemed to care a little bit more. But there's songs like this where it's like, you're just copying. You're not even trying. You know, you're the guy who wrote fucking all these amazing songs, and then you just give the fuck up. This is a give the fuck up song. What do you think, Ralph?
Well, first off, what you were saying, Gene didn't give a fuck. He was a movie star, and Paul did all the heavy lift in the 80s. But I made videos on my channel, and I counted more Gene songs that were better than Paul's when Gene didn't give a fuck. I thought when Paul gave a fuck, he wrote shitty ass songs like Reason to Live, My Way, Crazy, Crazy Nights, When Your Walls Fall Down, Love Me to Hate You, or the Gene thing that
I like that song.
I can't remember. But either way, the guy, Gene is better than Paul when Gene doesn't give a fuck. And and this song. Now I'll tell you something weird about this song. It's a blatant ripoff of Poison. It's obvious, right? Then you got Read My Body. That's a blatant ripoff of Pour Some Sugar. It's obvious, right? You know what's not obvious? The song Dreamin' from Psycho Circus, where
that's Alice Cooper.
Sued and won. They sued Kiss and won. And that song does not sound like 18 to me. Barely. Maybe a little similarity, not as blatant.
The chord structure of the guitar is.
And I gotta tell you, man, the like you said, I agree with you. That shitty ass Poison song is even better than this shit.
Oh yeah.
I can't really say that about Pour Some Sugar on Me. Is Pour Some Sugar on Me really better than Read My Body?
Yes.
I don't think so. But I don't think it's worse either. I think they're at par, It's just such a shitty ass song. But in this case, this shitty ass Poison song actually outshines Never Enough. It's horrible. All right, what's after that? Let's see. Yes, I Know Nobody's Perfect. Oof. Here's a song that's trying really hard to be 70s. It's a horrible song. It's just so bad. There's nothing good about this. It's a song that sounds like Gene came in, rock and roll over session, and they said, no, we're not going to put this on the record. That's what that song sounds to me. Yes, I Know Nobody's Perfect sucks.
All right, I put the worst is when a Gene song is so bad it sounds like Paul Stanley wrote it. And that's how it sounds up for me. Like, you brought up an interesting point. Like, you think Paul's shit is worse than Gene's, during the 80s and shit like that. And Gene gets a lot of shit for songs like Burn Bitch Burn, and like, oh, he's not even trying. But to me, I would much rather hear Burn Bitch Burn than this. Because this sounds like Gene Simmons ripping off Paul Stanley. And not good Paul Stanley, horrible Paul Stanley. This song is fucking terrible. Oh my God, is it bad. But that's all I got to say about this. But next we'll go to fucking Stand. Holy fucking shit. A song from Kiss is about unity as authentic as a Elton John song about the taste of pussy. These fuckers make me sick. This does, it really does. It fucking turns my fucking stomach to hear a song from Kiss about like, I'll stand by you and you are my best friend, when this is a band that is nothing but about stabbing motherfuckers in the back for a paycheck, and the minute you're gone, you're fucking worthless and you added nothing to this band. and they're talking about all this unity that they have now with Eric Singer and fucking Tommy Thayer, but they're getting paid a fraction of what the other guys were getting. It's so disingenuous. It's fucking terrible. And what's even worse though is there's fucking dipshits out there who listen to a song like this, and there's plenty of you fucking kiss tards out there that you listen to this and you believe it. You're like, yeah, Kiss is all together and we stand together and everybody's a friend and all this shit. You motherfuckers need to stop fucking each other in the ass on the weekends and then going home and fucking your wife once a year, knocking her up, and then you make other fucking retarded fucking kids. You fucking Kiss fans are the fucking worst. You are a bunch of fucking D&D playing fucking nerds. Get the fuck out of here. You listen to shit like this and you're like, ooh. I fucking, that's, I am the world's worst fucking liberal. I really am. Because, I'm all about like liberal policies and shit like that. But I'm like, kill the fucking homeless. They're never going to contribute to society. Fucking kill them off. And then when you find a male over the age of fucking 30 that identifies with Kiss lyrics, knock them the fuck out too. Because what the fuck are they going to contribute to society? This shit is fucking terrible. Fucking terrible. And you'll sit there and you'll spend. I saw this shit. You didn't realize they just put out like a 40th anniversary of Animalize out on the Kiss website?
I didn't notice.
Yes. Sold out in a half hour. They put out Animalize, 2 different vinyl editions, one with a picture disc, one with a colored vinyl. They have like 10 different Animalized t-shirts. I think 4 were actually replicas of what you could buy on the tour. The other 6 are ones they just made up. Sold out in a fucking half hour. And now all this shit is going on sale on eBay for thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars.
Those are the ones that give us the numbers.
Exactly. Well, no, that's the thing. I'm sitting there, I'm looking, I know like our numbers, because, we do these shows a lot. There used to be a time when you and I never missed a fucking week. Never missed a week. There was always a Rock and Metal Combat podcast. We're older. Shit happens. Life happens. You've had health issues, all kinds of other shit. I've had job issues, all this shit, So our numbers aren't where they used to be. But we'll do episodes where, like, we care about this shit. Like last week, like, man, I was so happy to talk about that Deep Purple show. I'm like, fuck, man, an album I really care about, an album that I still haven't stopped listening to. But I look at the numbers. But we're putting up this show. It's going to do fucking great. It's going to do great. You know why it's going to do great? The same reason that Animalize shit is going for thousands of fucking dollars on fucking eBay. Animalize. I mean, Jesus. Animalize got what? 2 fucking good songs on it. And there are fucking nerds who have never kissed a girl that are going to pay thousands of dollars for that shit.
And I think every song's good on it.
Yeah. Every fucking song. And it's sickening. It's sickening. And you know what? There ain't no goddamn fucking Gen, X or whatever. There's no pronoun motherfuckers paying that money. There's people our age. I'm 50. You're like what, 58, Ralph?
59.
57?
59.
59. Okay. These are the fucking motherfuckers that are paying $1,000 on eBay for a bootleg fucking Animalize shirt.
Murder in High Heels rules, dude. And they give the horns like that. It rules, dude, with the thumb out. Murder in High Heels, man.
Yeah. And they'll be like, yeah, Mark St. John looked at like, kiddie porn, but those kids are of age now.
Right on. All right, let me go into this song.
Take the next one.
Stan. No, I still haven't talking about Stan. Look.
Oh my God.
There are worse Kiss songs. Spoiler alert, Dangerous is worse. Read My Body's worse. My Way's worse. Bang Bang You's worse. But something this song has that all these worse songs don't have is that this has to be, without a doubt, the most cringiest, not the worst, but the most cringiest Kiss song ever recorded. Where Paul's going, I'll be right there next to you. I'll be right there for you. Those little sections of that song is like, God damn. I mean,
I forgot to write that in my notes. I think that was one of those where like, that's right, people. I think there's a people part in this.
Yeah, probably. It's just beyond fucking atrocious and really cringeworthy, where not even Read My Body makes me cringe like this shit. It's beyond, it's maybe the cringiest song ever written in the history of music. Damn. All right, what's next after that? Hot and Cold. This one is so contrived to be stripped down, They're trying to be like, like early Kiss. It's a lame ass filler song. Hot and Cold sucks. That's what I think.
Hot and Cold. What number is that? 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. More schlock from the Postmaster General Gene. Mailing it in once again. This is just like a fuck you, pay me. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try to write a good song. I'm not even going to try to, I'm just going to give you something that like Paul has probably said no to for about 10 years. But at this point, he's like, I don't give a fuck. There's nothing. If it's too hot, then you're too cold. If you're blah, 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 then you're too old, blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, really? You go from God of Thunder to this shit? But yet, and God damn it, I love him. But Matt Porter's probably got something good to say about this song. I don't know what. I don't know what. I don't know what any Kiss fan could say about this shit. Especially you motherfuckers that fell in love with Kiss in the 70s. I get it. Kiss fans that fell in love in the 80s, I get it. But at this day and age, and the age that we are, and what you know now, to say this is acceptable. I mean, seriously, though, to give this shit a pass, like say, oh, it's good. Don't fucking do that. Don't fucking say like, oh, I'll take this. It's okay. It's all right because I liked this band when I was 12. Fucking 12-year-old now would not accept this fucking shit. But you're like, oh, they have makeup on and they're cool. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
A 12-year-old today wouldn't like rock at all because rock is dead to the youth.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I mean seriously, if this song came out, okay, you got into fucking metal in the late 70s, in the early 80s. If you heard this song in 1984, what the fuck would you think?
I think it would suck like Murders on High Heels.
Yeah. I know, but there's people out there like, oh, it's Kiss and they wear makeup, so it's cool. Fucking A, you fucking moron, you fucking nerds who've never smelled a fucking pussy.
Unmasked fans.
Oh, hey. Unmasked is better than this shit. You ask me.
Unmasked is pussy ass shit. You know it.
Oh, yeah, it's pussy ass. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing I'll say about Unmasked. I'll give you this. I'll give you this. I like Unmasked, and the only reason I like Unmasked is because it's Kiss. And like the time frame and when I listen to it, if it was any other fucking band, and I wish more people could admit this shit. If it was any other band or any other era, I would make fun of that shit so fucking bad. Like, this is so good. Like, if Poison released Unmasked, I would unleash on that shit. How fucking horrible it was. But I admit that there's shit that I give a pass because I like a band.
So basically, what you were bitching about people liking hot and cold applies to you with Unmasked.
Right, but what I'm saying is I acknowledge that shit. And I apologize for that shit. When I first heard Unmasked, I was 12 years old. And I knew it was weird. I knew it was different, but I was like, it's Kiss. It's Kiss. But if you put that shit in front of me now, and it wasn't, we'd be laughing like it was fucking Starlight Vocal Band, you know?
You know what? When I was a Kiss fan in the 70s, not 80s, I didn't like Paul Stanley's solo album. And that's probably the most Kiss-like solo album. And I also will say Paul Stanley, to me, was the greatest songwriter of Kiss in the 70s.
Yeah, I agree.
He wrote the best songs. That's why I was so disappointed in his solo album, because it didn't have that magic that I like off the other one. So even in the 70s, when I worshipped Dynasty when it came out. Worshipped it. Unmasked, I didn't hear it, to tell you the truth. And the reason I didn't hear it, because I saw one night the Midnight Special, and they gave the video for Shandy. And at this time was 1980, new wave of British heavy metal. I'm getting out into all this metal. That I just saw that clip of Shandy and I was like, fuck that. Mind you, I love Shandy now. But that's made me
poser.
That made me avoid Unmasked at the time. Till 4 years later, a guy said to me, if you give me a ride home, I'll give you Kiss Unmasked on vinyl. All right, fuck it. I'm a completist. Then I took the album home and sucks. It's a horrible album. I love Naked City, Easy as It Seems, and Shandy. That's it.
Yeah. And I like those songs, but I fully admit, like, if I wasn't like, you know, if there wasn't still a part of my DNA that it's a Kiss tard, I'd be cracking on that shit because it's fucking horrible. And this shit's fucking horrible. But, I mean, to release this shit, I mean, what were they in their fucking 40s or 50s when they wrote this shit? Get the fuck out of here.
Man, this would be embarrassing if they were 12 writing this shit.
Good point. Next song, All for the Glory. Let's see, what did I put about this? Don't mind this generic turd because I like the music and I like Eric's voice. Lyrics suck per usual. I do. I like Eric Singer's voice. I mean, you know, it's like a third-rate Peter Criss. He doesn't have like as a distinctive voice as Peter Criss, but it's not bad. I mean, it's on par with Eric Carr's voice and shit. And I musically, I'm like, it's okay. But again, I can't stand hearing these bullshit fucking unity kumbaya shit out of Kiss when they're like, oh, the minute out of your band, you're a piece of shit, you're an alcoholic, and you never added anything to the band, and We're better without you. It's so fucking stupid. But other than that, I don't think the song is that bad. What do you think?
I think it's horrible. I don't like his voice is too vanilla for me.
Yeah.
There's no soul in that voice. It just sounds so ordinary. And this is a song where Tommy Thayer does a little bit of 100,000 years in the solo. He can't even come up with his own shit. It's total Ace Frehley. It's total shitty. And All for the Glory.
Ah, fuck.
All for the Glory whole song.
Ah, shit.
There you go. All right. After that, we got Dangerous. Right? Is it Dangerous?
Holy shit. Dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, all right. We all know the chorus is beyond stupid, right? But the verses are just as lame, and the bridge. It's like every component of the song is so stupid, and then you throw in a little comedy relief on the chorus. Danger you, danger me, dangerous. It's amazing that Paul Stanley fucking recorded this song and said, "Yep, put it on the album." It's amazing. It is that I find the only thing amazing about this song is that they actually released it to the public. Horrible. Worse than Stan. Not as cringy as Stan, but worse than Stan.
Yeah, what did I put? This is Read My Body bad. What the fuck happened to Paul? Did he listen to the playback? Do Kiss fans even listen to the albums anymore? Like, how can you listen to this and defend it? And again, it goes back to Paul. Like, how can you be the best member and the worst member of your band at the same fucking time? I mean, seriously, if you think about it, Paul Stanley has written the best. Oh, fuck. Another one of those episodes. The best and the worst songs at the same time. And he really has. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about all these fucking, Murder in High Heels, Burn Bitch Burn, like make fun of these Gene songs. Nobody's written worse Kiss songs than Paul Stanley. And nobody's written better Kiss songs than Paul Stanley. But Danger Me, Danger You, Danger Us. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? And I don't know. I'd have to do math, and I'm not interested in doing math right now. But to see how old he was when he wrote this, get the fuck out of here. This fucking garbage. And for people to say like, oh, this is, still a important band and all this shit. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. I'm not even going to fucking more shit about this fucking song. Next one. I'm Animal. Oh my God. Let's see. What do I got here about I'm Animal? I give up, and apparently so did Gene. It's so fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. And what I read online, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking half retarded or on the fucking spectrum. I love Russian Roulette. I think it's all right. I think this song is how most people refer to Russian Roulette. I mean, this is like, he's not even trying. It's just like, I'm Gene Simmons. I'm going to show up on this album. I'm going to write a song. Nobody gives a fuck if it's good or not. I'm going to put it out, and you dipshits are going to pay for it. I mean, it's fucking horrible. It's like not even fucking trying. Like zero fucking effort. What do you think, Ralph?
Second best song on the album.
Oh my God.
It's a demon tune. I like it. I like this song. I think that like solos are lame, but it's a demon song. I dig it. I mean, would I go as far to say, oh, it's one of my favorite Kiss songs? No. But off this album, yeah. I'd say it's Modern Day Delilah and I'm an Animal are the two best songs on this album. All right, the next song, When Lightning Strikes. I like it. Now I don't love it. I love Out of This World off Monster. The Tommy song on the next album I love. But I like this. I like his voice. I think the track is rocking. And I'm the Ace Frehley guy, you know, where I told you this before we did the show, Ian. Won't have to mention. But the person that said to me, I like Monster, but I can't admit it because everybody knows me as the anti-scab Kiss guy. I'm the opposite, man. I'm all about Ace and fuck Tommy Thayer, fuck the scabs. But then I hear this and I go, I'm not going to deny that I don't like this. I'm sorry. I'm not happy I like it. Don't get me wrong. It pisses me off that I like Tommy Thayer songs. The only two songs he did in Kiss where he sang in Kiss, I like them both. I like Out of This World way more than this one, but it's all right. When it comes to this album, I'd put that after I'm an Animal. My third favorite.
All right. I put not horrible, not great, but better than a lot of Ace's solo songs. Ask Science and Get Back to Me.
Yeah, better than any Ace song off that last terrible album. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but in all fairness, those are all Steve Brown songs.
Either way.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. You brought up a good point though, because I remember liking this song better than I thought I did. You know, I'm listening to him like, I thought I liked this one better. And then I realized I like Out of This World. I was thinking of Out of This World. I do like that song. I think it's a lot better. I mean, it's so generic because it's like Tommy Thayer trying to write like he's the spaceman, you know, and like just because you're a better guitar player than Ace Frehley doesn't mean you're the spaceman. But it's not a horrible song, and not an album as shitty as this. It is a standout, you know. But yeah, not great, nothing to write home about. But I like this better than Talk to Me, better than Torpedo Girl. What's the other shitty song on Unmasked?
The worst one out of all three. They're all three shit. Two sides of the coin.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
That was the worst out of all three of them.
Hey, I like this shit better than Dark Light.
I do too.
You know, you guys like everybody's like, oh my God, the solo on Dark Light.
Yeah, the solo on Dark Light buries anything Tommy could even.
To me, the solo on Dark Light, it's like fucking CC DeVille. It sounds like somebody being thrown down a flight of stairs. There's no. It's just like the solo on Dark Light sounds like fucking all these videos you see people laughing about fucking Corey Feldman playing guitar. You know, open up for fucking Limp Bizkit. Could give two fucks.
Hey, let everybody know what you're drinking so they can get fucked up like you.
Rolling Rock. There you go.
Drink a bunch of talk that nonsense he was just saying.
Even fucking Lou Reed couldn't save Darklight.
Darklight sucks as a song. I love the solo section though, but I think the song kind of sucks.
I'll give you that.
And I'm the Ace guy, right?
What's that?
And I'm the Ace guy.
Yeah.
Ace did in the 70s fucking rule.
Hey, I love me some 70s Ace Frehley. And you know, we've gone on ad nauseum about this. You know, about what solo album's better. And I love Ace's solo album. But there's more songs that I dislike on Ace's than Paul's, you know? On Paul's, I think Hold Me, Touch Me is fucking irrehensible. I think that's like Peter Criss level bad. But that's the song that I don't like. And on Ace's, there's two songs I don't like. You know? so it wins by default. I think the songs on Aces, like the heights on Aces, are better than the heights on Paul's. But if you go song for song, I think Paul's is better.
I like way more songs on Peter Chris's album than I do a Paul's album.
Yeah,
But
see, to me that's crazy.
no,
That's
but I will say I will still put Paul's album above Peter because there's two songs I like on it that are better than any song off Peter Chris's solo album. But if we were to, count how many songs I like off both albums, I like more Peter Chris songs than on the Paul Stanley album. Paul
and see
Stanley album is weak to me, man.
what's crazy is the Peter song I love the most is the one everybody hates is "You Matter to Me." I think "You Matter to Me" fucking rules.
I hate that's one of the songs I hate off that album.
Yeah, like every other Peter song, I think fucking like but whatever. But anyway, let's go to the last song on this fucking turd. Say Yeah. And this is something Paul has tried to make a hit. God damn this fucking, I don't know what's fucking going on. Who cares? People laugh when my light falls. So as long as you guys are happy. Paul has tried to make this song a fucking hit, and they've played it for a while. And I'm like, what the fuck? And that's the worst, is like when a band writes a song that's a turd, but they won't give up on it. Like there's somebody in the band like, no, we're going to keep playing this shit till it's acknowledged as a fucking hit. Just like fucking Megadeth with a turd Lamont or fucking She-Wolf. Like, no, we're going to make this a fan favorite. It's not. And nobody cares about fucking Say Yeah. It's shit. It's a shit fucking song. It's a shit fucking chorus. You're trying to write another feel good rah rah sis boom bah fucking shit, and it's fucking horrible. I fucking hate this fucking song. What do you think, Ralph?
It sucks. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I fucked up. Here we go.
He's gone. But anyway, Paul Stanley of Kiss. In interviews, he's always saying, "Oh, we got to play the songs people are familiar with." There are a whole lot more people familiar with "I Stole Your Love" than "Say Yeah," or let me think, a million songs, man, from the Paul repertoire. Come On and Love Me. A lot of people like Come On and Love Me more than Say Yeah. Rock Bottom. Yeah. Rock Bottom. I can go on. So that's more bullshit. Paul Stanley says, no, we got to play stuff that people are familiar with. Nobody is familiar with Say Yeah, because the majority of people that go see Kiss are casuals that still think that takes Fairley and Peter Criss up on stage.
It's not?
Yep. Yeah, fuck this song. And that's our review of Sonic Boom.
Yeah, this shit's fucking horrible. The fucked up thing is like, it's the worst thing you could pick up from fucking Walmart. And there's my fucking notes.
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen that 3-disc version go for like $2 now.
Yeah, well, here's the thing with Walmart. Kiss did it, Eagles did it, and I believe ZZ Top did it. And I get it because there's a Walmart fucking everywhere. So it's a place for fucking white trash to go and like, hey, I get this and I don't have to go to a record store. And the sales are elevated because like this is the highest debuting album by Kiss. It beat Psycho Circus. Psycho Circus was number 3. This was number 2, and the sales of it are so elevated, just like the fucking solo albums, because it was pre-bought, so they're automatically given this shit. The same thing with this thing, and I still don't think it went fucking gold. But I mean, look at Guns N' Roses with Chinese Democracy. It's got those sales because Best Buy bought all those fucking copies. And you go to any Best Buy and they're handing them out like they're fucking wet naps. You know, when you walk out, here, take a copy of fucking Guns N' Roses with you. You know, because they ate shit on it, you know. If your product's good, it sells itself. People will find a way to go get it. If you got a piece of shit like fucking Sonic Boom or that last Eagles album, yeah, you know, you go to fucking here, go to Cracker Barrel and get the new Eagles album, get the new fucking Kiss album. The fuck out of here.
Did the Eagles ever release a good album?
In my opinion, well, the Eagles album I love the most is generally considered their worst. The Long Run is my favorite.
You know, I was about to say, the only songs I like from the Eagles,
Disco Strangler,
and In the City, both on The Long Run.
Yeah, I love that. And I love, what's the other one? King of the other. Anyway, but yeah, Disco Strangler.
That's the only album I like from, the only album that released songs I like from the Eagles was
Hey, no Don Fedler, no fucking Eagles. And there was no fucking Don Fedler on that last fucking Eagles album. That was a Walmart exclusive.
Fuck that hippie California bullshit.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them right in the fucking ass.
Jackson Brown, Linda Ronstadt can lick my...
Fuck Jackson Brown. Fuck, you know, that's... Oh, my God. The fact... That's all you need to know. Like you're legendary on your rants about the fucking Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My whole thing is Jackson Brown's in there. Legendary woman beater. His first wife killed herself. You know, and he beat the shit out of Daryl Hannah. But this guy is considered in the upper echelon of rock and roll. You know.
Always have been. I mean, when I was a little kid, that band, that guy was always heralded as. But you know, as years gone by, he was up there like in the 70s. It was him and Bruce Springsteen. They were both like that. In the fucking 80s, Bruce Springsteen became a stadium act, and Jackson Brown fell off the face of the earth. But they still praise him.
Yeah, that's the thing. In this era where everybody gets fucking canceled, where's Jackson Brown getting canceled for beating the shit out of Daryl Hannah and driving his first wife to suicide? And don't get me wrong. And here's something we forgot to talk about. God damn it. 2 fucking weeks in a row. Forgot to bring this shit up, and I didn't bring it up during the news. I totally forgot. How about this goddamn Tenacious D bullshit?
What I understand about it is, I mean, this is what I got out of it. Jack Black threw Kyle Gass under the bus.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. I see Jack Black as fucked up for dissing. You know, I saw this little report on Jack Black the other day. He's got something very, you know, Hollywood banking on. It's not Kung Fu Panda, but it's some kind of voice he does in some other anime.
Yeah, no. That's right. It's Kung Fu Panda 4. And here's the fucked up thing.
No, Ian. It's not Kung Fu. Kung Fu Panda 4 may be coming out, but just something's coming out now that's animated that he's doing talk on it. And yeah, I think that had a lot to, you know, his agents were like, dude, you got to distance yourself from Kyle Gass, man, but here's what kills me about it. Jack Black, you're no different than Kyle Gass. You both have that same hatred for Trump. And when you see the footage, because they always showed footage from
Oh, he laughed at it.
Did you see the close-up?
Yeah.
Laughing his ass off. He loved it. So yeah,
And
Jack Black's a
and,
piece.
and and that's the thing. I know we don't like to get political on the show and stuff like that, but it's like I don't give a fuck if somebody tried to shoot Biden and you made a joke about it. A joke should be a fucking joke. And here you got something that just as many people, a person's just as many people hate as many people love, and you make a joke about it. And this motherfucker turned his back. Jack Black gets the Sammy Hagar Fan of the Week award for this shit.
I agree with you 100%.
And I'm like, fuck you. This is the guy. And for anybody who knows, there's no Tenacious D. It's not just fucking Jack Black. There's no Tenacious D without Kyle. Kyle is the fucking man, and he makes a joke, and then you just leave him like out there in the woods. It's fucking horrible. I can't stand cancel culture. I can't stand it. And I've often said it, like, I'm the worst fucking liberal ever. There's a lot of shit that I'm liberal about. But I'm all about, like, kill the fucking homeless, do all this shit, that shit that's not politically correct. I would never turn my back on my brother if he said something like, and then people say, well, you don't have a movie coming out that's making a gazillion dollars. I don't give a fuck. You've already had a bunch of goddamn movies came out where you made a gazillion dollars. You're going to turn your back on your fucking friend and say, oh, I can't work with him anymore because he made a joke that you fucking laughed at? Fuck Jack Black. Fuck him in his Sammy Hagar ass. Fuck Jack Black. That's what I think.
And their last album sucked. Apocalypto.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
That shit sucked. They actually put in like techno music in that shit.
Yeah.
Horrible.
So
I love Rise of the Phoenix.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. And Pick of Destiny in the first album. The first 3 albums are great. So it's bad there's no more Tenacious D because Jack Black's a prick.
Yeah, pussy. He's a fucking he ain't a prick. A prick is a hard on. He's a fucking pussy. Fucking pussy, fucking bitch.
Fucking British cigarette.
Yeah. All right. Well, now it's time to go into pick of the week. Let's talk about something better than Sonic Boom. You got a pick of the week, Ralph?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, my pick of the week is something you'll hate, but that's okay because we're strong. We can handle this shit. My pick of the week is the new Marilyn Manson song. What is it? Something fucked up as a secret that you keep or whatever.
Gargle.
And I was surprised. What's that?
The song's called Gargling Semen on a Friday Afternoon.
Very well could be. But it was something that surprised me. I really thought with like all the shit that, Manson's gone through all his legal battles and all this bullshit, which I'm like, really? You're spreading your fucking pussy for Marilyn Manson and then you're like, ooh, it didn't end well. Fuck you. Zero sympathy for me.
Yeah, but
anyway.
Don't forget what Marilyn Manson did to Twiggy.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. And that's a payback shit because fucking the minute fucking Twiggy got this shit pressed against him, Manson dropped him like a fucking wet blanket. And I'm glad you brought that up because yeah, fuck Manson for that. So anyway, so I thought like coming back from all this shit that he would release something like and not just because all this bullshit, but just his career in general. Okay, it's on the downslide. Maybe you're gonna go back towards the harder shit. Maybe some more like Antichrist Superstar type shit. But no, his new single is very kind of like Mechanical Animals, Eat Me, Drink Me era, Marilyn Manson. But I just thought it was a good song. I thought the video was fucking great. Thought it was really fucking good, and man, coming off, great Deep Purple album. Heard a new fucking Smashing Pumpkins song I didn't fucking hate. Then a new good new Marilyn Manson song to my ears. Like fucking A. So I don't know what the new album's gonna be like. He's now signed with Nuclear Blast, which I think is cool. We're going Tyler Bates on guitar. He's done some really good shit with Tyler Bates. I hated the last album we did with Shooter Jennings. I thought that shit was horrible. Definitely my least favorite Manson album. But no, I'm glad you brought that up, Ralph, though, because as much as I love Manson, fuck him for what he did to Twiggy. That's some bullshit. And thank you for keeping me in check. But that being said, my pick of the week would be the new Marilyn Manson song. I really like it.
I saw him when he didn't even have a drummer.
Oh, when he had the drum machine and shit. Well, yeah, you saw him in the club days.
Marilyn Manson and the spooky shit.
Yeah.
I gotta repeat the story. My favorite local band back then at that time was a band called Mboogalard.
That Twiggy was in.
Twiggy was the rhythm guitar player. And his name was Gordy back then.
Yeah, Gordy White.
Yeah, and I'll never forget going to Button South. Somebody told me, dude, you heard Gordy White left Mboogalard and he joined Marilyn Manson. And I said, why would he do that? And Mboogalard's going somewhere. Manson's nothing. That shit's a joke. So there you go. And I can't say in my defense because the music was so different then. I bought, I actually didn't buy it, but I was given the first album where the first song, Sodomy and Cake, is amusing. Not, if I was to say what's my favorite Marilyn Manson song, it'd be Sodomy and Cake. But the rest of the album, no. And then I saw them when that album came out with Danzig. They opened for Danzig. And that was during that album. And that was it. Then, I heard Beautiful People and Tourniquet and all that shit. And I was like, no, thank you. They were never my band. I mean, but when I saw them back with no drum machine and in the club, because I seen them like 2 or 3 times. There was many times they played where I stood outside. I was like, I ain't looking at this fucking band because they were opening for everybody. It was circus music. It was like doom 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 doom. It didn't sound like the industrial shit they did later.
Right.
They were doing some stupid. It was just, and they were walking around with lunch boxes, like the band. And then by the time I saw, by the time I saw them open for Danzig, there were a lot of people at the show with lunch boxes.
Oh, when I first heard them, I wasn't impressed like on the first album. And what turned me off even more was their fans. Because they would carry around those lunch boxes. Like, look at these fucking nerds. I mean, it was like pronouns before pronouns. I was like, look at these fucking geeks. I'm like, fuck this shit. And then over time, I gave it a chance. And then I really got into them. And once I got into them, I was like, fuck yeah. But yeah, no, at first I was the same exact way as you. But I changed my mind because I'm a fucking poser.
Yeah, and I never changed my mind because I'm a man of warrior.
Oh yeah, yeah. You still like Linkin Park?
I like one song.
Oh, you mean like I am with fucking Bang Tango?
Yeah, but Bang Tango is worse than Linkin Park.
No, they're not.
Oh, actually, ask Tim Bream; he'll tell you.
Okay. All right. Well, what's your pick of the week?
Damn. Oh, you know what I was listening to today on my iPod Shuffle? The song Under the Blade by Twist Sister.
Good one.
So that album. What You Don't Know, Shook and Hurt You, Destroyer, Tear It Loose, the title track, Run for Your Life. What an awesome album, man. Twist Sister.
What a lot of people don't know, Under the Blade is officially the second best Twist Sister album.
Yeah, it's my second. My favorite is You Can't Stop Rock and Roll.
No, that's the third.
No, it's it's the first one.
No,
Go
no.
on, hey, go on science.com. That'll tell.
Stay Hungry is better than You Can't Kill Rock and Roll.
I love Stay Hungry. That's my third favorite.
Okay. All right. Well, now it's time to go into the fan of the week. And fan of the week is a motherfucker who should have been here today. God damn, he would have made this epic episode even better. But we can't find his ass. TikTok Man.
Yeah, you tried, right?
I tried. I sent, what's funny is, TikTok Man, he's smarter than all of us. TikTok Man gave up on Facebook like it's fucking MySpace. I sent him a message, and I know TikTok Man loves us. But I don't think he goes on Facebook anymore. The last contact I had with TikTok Man was when you and I got back together. And he wrote me the best message. He goes, "It's about time you two faggots made up." And that's TikTok Man,
I'm telling you, it was like a year ago. He left a comment on one of my YouTube videos.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, TikTok Man, I replied, but he never wrote back. But yeah, like a year ago, he left me a comment. I forgot of what. But man, all our people out there watching now. See if you can get a hold of them. Tell them what.
Yes.
Because there is no better Kiss episode we did than Hot in the Shade.
Hot in the Shade.
That was the best Kiss episode. The best guest on a Kiss episode, hands down, is TikTok Man.
He was so funny. As a matter of fact, before we record today, I text message Sinzak. And I said, hey, you want to come on the show today? You busy? You want to do Sonic Boom? He's like, I'm good. I'm recording a good show with Aaron Camaro. So he turned it down. But yeah, fucking TikTok Man. Holy shit, that would have been awesome.
I wanted to say this in the beginning of the episode. I want to give a shout out to a really cool guy. And I hope you're watching because I know he watches our podcast. A guy called Wilson from Chicago.
Wilson, I know that guy.
He he wrote me and he said, yeah, I gotta check out that new Deep Purple you and Ian were talking about.
Nice.
So a shout out. You're a great dude, and thank you so much for your support. It means a lot.
No, and that means a lot to me because, man, that Deep Purple episode ain't done too good. But I love that who's ever listened to it, I hope you check it out because that's, man, that album has made me so fucking happy. And that we talked about it made me so fucking happy. And all this shit. And this is one of those, like, I threw this out as a joke. I gave Ralph like 3 fucking picks. I said, hey, Aerosmith retired. Let's do the first Aerosmith, or I keep throwing, I want to do Testament Low because I love Testament Low. And then I threw Sonic Boom out as a joke. And he's like, let's do Sonic Boom. It's been a long time since we did a Kiss episode. And Ralph is smart by this because the Kiss episodes blow this thing's gonna do fucking great. But I've got no horse in this race. I could give 2 fucks less about this. I'd rather talk about a band that I fucking, love or now my love, but at the same time, making fun of Kiss is always fun too, so. But I hope you guys like this, and you guys always like our fucking jokes and shit like that. But this one will do better than an album that Ralph and I both, Deep Purple. Ralph and I were both like, fuck yeah. This is great. Makes us feel good that at our age, we're still getting a quality album from a great band, And then we go to talking about this fucking horse shit. Podcasts. What are you going to do?
Well, that's
But If you enjoyed this, come back next week. I have no idea what the fuck we're going to talk about, but we're going to do another show because we're having fun. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about something that we either love or we are going to rag the fuck out of. And that will be next week on the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast.
Smack 'em a gob.
Bye-bye.